Hey guys, RX from Prescription Kicks here, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how I flipped $1, yes, $1 into these beautiful Jordans right here, man. Stay tuned till the end of the video for the whole breakdown of how I did it. I know, judging by the title, you're like, RX,
stop the cap,
but I promise you, this is not clickbait. Now, I figured this would be a good story to talk about since there's this common misconception that you need a large capital to start reselling. It's simply not true. It's possible to start reselling or even just getting valuable shoes for your personal collection for cheap if you just put in the work and have a little bit of patience and just a little bit of luck. Go ahead and smash the like button down below to support the channel. It would mean a lot to me. I mean, especially since I'm sharing the sauce right now, man. Like, I mean, come on, like, just help a brother out. And without further ado, here's how I flipped $1 into $300 worth of Jordans. Let's get into it. So basically, a few months back, I went thrift store hunting in my spare time and I came across a flyer for a warehouse sale. I thought to myself, cool, it's local. I'll probably stop by and check it out, not expecting what I find, right? So with maybe like $10 on me, I pulled up to the spot and I noticed a pile of books towards the front. Now, if you didn't know, Amazon actually allows you to sell books on their store with a seller's account with no restrictions. Fun little fact, Amazon actually started as a online bookstore business. It was just strictly like an online bookstore before they branched out into selling, of course, all the kinds of consumer items. So this is why Amazon allows you to sell any kind of used books for pretty much no restrictions. So if you want to get started with a seller's account, you can do that. And around the time I actually did just get my Amazon seller account up and running, I just bought this little barcode scanner thing where if you have a little software, you can actually scan all the used books and see the value it goes for along the database on Amazon, right? So I figured, why not scan these books? Let's see how this works. Maybe I'll be able to find some gold, you know what I mean? That's exactly what happened. So boom, I find a pile of books. I run through with my finger scanner, beep, 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 just scanning whatever, right? And I just went to work. And after only 30 minutes, I had a solid pile of books worth maybe, $5-10 each, little flip, some little lunch money. But then I hit the jackpot when I found this picture book by Michael Goddard called Don't Drink and Draw. Now, I had no clue who this artist was or what this book entailed. It just looked cool, and it said it had like a foreword by Ozzy Osbourne. It's published in like 2006. But the reason why it caught my attention was like, damn, this looks like a dope like coffee table piece, you know what I mean? Like, you can see right here, I got like all of my decorations and stuff. Like, in my head, I was just like, this would look dope. I put this on the coffee table, just a little designer kind of thing. But then I actually just scanned the book, and after seeing the value it went for, I was so surprised. Its actual value for the book valued between $50 and $150 depending on its condition. Now, here's the thing. The book was not only worth that much money, but it was actually signed by the artist himself, man. Oh my God, when I saw that signature, I was like, damn, I'm about to come up heavy, right? So I knew it was going to be a big come up regardless. And to make it even sweeter, there was a warehouse sale. So basically all hardcover books were only $2 and everything was on clearance for 50% off. So yes, that is exactly how I snagged this valuable book for only this George Washington right here, man. So after that, I was pretty much hype. I was like, damn, I think I just came up like $1 to potentially $100 worth of profit. Like, say less, right? So I go ahead, purchase all the books, but that was like my big money maker right there. I did spend like less than $10 on the whole stack of everything, so totally worth it. Went back home, let that marinate for a second, and I started listing the books on Amazon. Next thing you know, John from Laguna Beach, shout out you, John from Laguna Beach purchased it no less than a week later. Okay? I had to let the book marinate. I had to play with the prices a little bit. I saw people list it on Poshmark. I mean, there's a listing up. Pretty sure this is the same listing I saw up before, but they listed it for $400 and it was signed. But it didn't move at all. In my head, I was like, you know what? I just want to sell this off quickly. This is like a little quick flip, get the money and then reinvest it and whatnot, right? So boom, put it up. The magic number was 100 flat, right? So boom, it sold to John for 100 flat after shipping fees and Amazon fees, because Amazon does take a percentage out if you saw on their marketplace. After all the shipping fees, Amazon fees, I ended up with around $82 in my pocket, right? So I flipped a $1 book just from scanning it real quick to $80 some. Boom. I did that. I had $80 to go with, and I was like, yo, let's keep this train going, right? So I was just scrolling through my Instagram, and boom, I just see on my story, my homie, hey, shout out you, Benjamin Resells, man, Benjamin Kick, shout out my boy. I met him actually a few months back over at the San Diego swap meet. Me and my boy hit it off, we got a cool connection and whatnot. And because of this, he posted on his story, he was selling these Jordan 6s, right? No box, used, little yellowing soles, but condition was like, it's like an 8 out of 10, right? So I saw it and I was like, that shoe brand new goes for $300 to $400, bro. And he listed them up, used, no box and all that, for $120. And I was like, you know what? And he's had it up on his page for a while. Maybe if I throw a number out there, maybe he'll take it. And so I threw out the number, $70 out there. Of course, I had $82 to play with. I threw that number out there just to see what he would say, if he would take it or not. It was a little far off from his asking price. So next thing you know, we just had to compromise, and I ended up paying him right around how much I got. For the book, man, I paid him $85 total, shipping included, for this shoe from San Diego. That's basically how I got this shoe, man. Like, boom. It's right here in my hand, completely legit. I had to legit check it just to make sure. He basically just wanted to let it go for cheap. He was letting a lot of shoes go for cheap because he wanted to reinvest it. And I just came up. I got super lucky, and I pulled the trigger, you know what I mean? These shoes are yellowing because this is the 2014 edition. But, with a little love, the stitching is still good. The quality, nubuck material is still good. Traction is still good. Just doesn't have a box. And you know what? If I wanted to keep on going and wanted to flip the shoe even more, shit, I'd probably get an icy sole, like Sole Bright, make these icy again, wipe down the nubuck, put in new insoles, make it smell good, brush it down, and shit, I could probably sell this shoe easily $200, no lie. $200. It's a money size right here, if I did want to keep going. But yeah, I'm saying I did get lucky, and I did get my personal size, so I was like, you know what, that's a come up right there, man. I basically traded a book from a thrift store for $1 for these bad boys right here. And these are like my grails, man. I've always wanted infrareds. You already got the white infrareds. 6s are one of my favorite models, and so yeah. But I just wanted to say, if you are into the reselling shit, and let's say you're in my position, you wanted to keep going, you could easily flip this to 150 to 200, and then from then on reinvest 200 to 400, 400 to 800. Like, what did Jay-Z say in that song? I turned 2 to a 4, 4 to a 8. I don't know if that's how the lyrics went, but yeah. Moral of the story is, man, you do not need $1,000 to start reselling. You just gotta hustle, bro. I'm giving you the blueprints here, man. And if you do want to sign up for Amazon Seller, use my link down below. I'll drop the links of everything I use, all my tools, softwares, and also the fingerprint scanner that I used. It's just a cheap investment. And you can eventually, obviously I'm living proof of it, but you can eventually multiply that into insane amount of funds. It's crazy how much you can make off of online, e-commerce, social media, just anything, just using the technology and just putting in the work, guys. So with that being said, man, that's my story time. It's Arch from Prescription Kicks here. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Like I said, I'll leave all the links down in the description down below. Gotta put in the work, man. That's all it really is. It's just patience, luck, and just hustle. Just hustle. I'm here to help you out on your journey. We're all in this together, man. Just trying to come up, in this game. If you're not flipping, you're skipping. It's just facts, man. 2021. Get to it. So I hope this influenced you, and I hope it, encouraged you to make a better living for yourself, man. So yeah, grind doesn't stop, man. If you stuck around till the end, I appreciate you listening to the whole story and whatnot. So yeah, man. Till the next one. We out. Peace.